5 fierce guards on the isle we be. Watch for a foreign man, said he, with ears and nose, tongue, hands, and eyes. Its nature cannot be disguised. If mad it be, then mad it dies.
Imagine you got murdered by these guys.
I know.
I mean, I think that this is exactly how it would go if I was in the situation.
Wow. Hiya, gorgeous. What a luscious-looking hunk of flesh you are.
Thank you, I guess.
I suppose I'll have to give you something. Let's see now. Was it a rare book you wanted?
Yes, sir.
The book contains riddles and has a page missing. Alexander glances at a few of the conundrums, but finds himself more curious about the one that is missing. What was the riddle, he wonders? More importantly, what was the answer?
Guess we're just gonna have to wonder. Sure, it won't be important.
Hey, that's what they named the island after.
I feel like no matter what I do, if I go up or if I right-click, I'm never as fast as I want to be through those. Neither one feels particular. Oh shit, sorry. Not here.
Good.
Hey, Bo. Sorry. Okay.
Hello? Now.
Oops. Thank you. Oh, wait, I guess just for the record.
Why would Alexander want to use that on the rare book? It wouldn't be worthwhile.
Just a thought.
There's no reason.
I found this rare book, and I thought of your offer.
Very interesting. Oh, it is a wonderful riddle book. Riddles are much more marketable than spells these days. I guess people believe more in mirth than in magic. Here is the spell book you wanted, and a fair trade it is, I must say. Enjoy it.
I certainly hope so. We shall see how rusty my spell casting truly is.
I love that. Okay, so... Alright, now I get to look at this.
Alexander is carrying a book from the bookshop. The cover says, Ye Old Spell Book.
Oh, so exciting.
Magic paint spell?
This is the first page.
Okay.
Use your eyeballs to read.
A crane spell.
Charming a creature of the night spell.
This is the last.
David, isn't it nice that we have all these spells on a book right in front of us and you don't have to read them to me from a manual?
Yeah.
This.
I don't know why I thought there were way more than 3 spells.
Nope, there's only 3.
Listen, it's not that great of a spell
would
book.
do little good unless there were a painted object nearby to enchant.
And look, I don't die, like, right away, just from...
Yeah. You don't, like, turn into a rain cloud.
Yeah.
We mentioned it before, but this is where the multiple paths in the game come in. There's an easy path and a hard path, and the hard path has more puzzles and a more thorough plot and is generally the one that you should take, but it requires the use of these spells, whereas the easy path does not. So all of this is technically optional content.
Which is crazy to me because, like, gathering spell ingredients and casting spells is one of my favorite things ever in all of these.
This spell must be cast over a teapot containing salt water, sacred water, and falling water. This spell must be cast over a skull containing hot embers, a strand of hair, and brimstone sulfur.
I'm sure Cosima would appreciate her hair being used for a spell.
Speaking the in...
It's interesting. This one doesn't tell you what the requirements are. It just tells you that you need to have something to enchant. Send Cosima a tomato.
Alexander shows the little bird...
You'd think she would be interested in the tomato, but...
Yeah, why are you taking me to this dame?
Oh, wait.
The nightingale doesn't like the smell of that flower at all.
That's amazing.
You don't want, disgusted. Rotten Tomato to be our wingman?
Hey, listen here. Prince Alex is a rotten, smelly guy. I approve. Yeah.
A group of serving women approach the castle.
Oh, should I keep a save file here?
Girls, there's plenty of work afoot today. No time to dawdle.
No.
Okay. This is okay?
Yes, Sergeant
Yeah.
Gruff.
There is a clear point of no return that we'll keep a save file at.
Okay.
It's well that they're here, Wolf. Cook is about driven himself mad, I hear, worrying over the wedding preparations.
One of these dogs is Josh Mandel.
What a celebration there will be today! Wine will flow like a river of red!
Oh, one of them is Josh Mandel?
Yeah, but neither of them sound like Graham, so I can't tell which is which.
Is it this one? Because
I think so.
It reminds me of one of the innkeeper voices. Like, hey, boss!
Yeah. Yeah, that might be it.
Alexander puts the hole in the wall on the side wall of the castle.
I always forget about
Alexander
this.
looks through the hole in the wall.
I loved doing this as a kid. Like, I just thought it was crazy that you can do this.
Alexander can see what looks like a hallway in the basement of the castle. It must lie just on the other side of this wall.
See, it's so ugly here, but it's so cute in the game otherwise.
The castle hallways are patrolled by guard dogs. Great. Maybe Alexander is better off out here after all. Alexander removes the hole in the wall from the wall.
I'm surprised you don't get any points for that.
Yeah.
You get points
The
for
volumes
using it
are
on
too
the
flimsy to
correct
support
wall.
Alexander.
This would have been, in King's Quest V, you'd die here.
Yeah.
The vine.
Yeah.
The vine.
Hurry
Watch out
up,
for those
girls.
vines, Graham!
Graham, don't! Ah.
Oh, Graham!
Alexander can't pass through the castle walls, nor can he scale them with the guards on alert. Alexander...
Please, be gone!
I love how he says, worry you. Like, what's the... shouldn't he worry about the preparations? He just has this way of being disdainful about the weird parts of things. Like, Prince Alexander, if that is your real name.
Prince Salamander of Pageantry.
Like, we've established that, yes, I am Prince Alexander of Daventry, a real country, and your fucking captain respected me. Why can you not?
Alexander put...
I mean, Saladin may have just told them that
Alexander
you're a phony.
He may have told them what?
Saladin may have told them that you're a phony.
I don't feel like Saladin could fake the respect of "good day, my lord." He would have just been like, "Good day, clown." Here we go.
A delicate china teacup is occupying the chair at the moment. Alexander would
Ooh, it
love to
sparkles.
sit a spell.
I'm not trying to...
those snapdragon.
Excuse me.
Alexander takes the teacup.
I wonder if the hotspots are a little weird because ScumVM is rendering this in such a high resolution that, like, sometimes the pointer isn't touching the sprite exactly.
It must be,
Could be
because that's
something like
never
that.
happened to me before.
The little china teacup is made of fine porcelain. The teacup is
porcelain.
empty.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Somewhere Guybrush shudders.
The teacup feels delicate and fragile. There's no reason to put that in the teacup.
There's actually some weird stuff going on with, like, even this stuff right now is giving me a tough time. Oh,
Do
actually,
you want to restart the game?
let me see. Oh, they won't come back, will they, right now?
I don't think
Would
they
you
come
have-
back until you have the proper items.
So,
Sorry, let me let them say it, because I love their voices.
Would you have...
no, we knights neither carry nor own anything whatsoever. Quite so. It only bogs us down. Mobility, that's the key.
Yes, you have to
Also-
be awfully mobile to stand here and jump occasionally.
Also, they don't have any hands, so I think that factors in.
You know what else
Alexander.
bothers me? They don't move like chess knights.
Oh?
Gads, is that cold?
How would chestnut... Oh, you mean like,
In an L shape.
okay.
The Luigi shape.
Oh, wait.
Alexander gives one of the baby's tears a bottle of milk. The other baby's tears seem to resent Alexander's gift for some reason. One of the babies is sucking happily on a bottle of milk, while the others are spilling copious tears over their lack of the same.
Uh-oh, the sound is fucked up.
Alexander collects some of the baby's tears in the old hunter's lamp. As much as Alexander might wish to comfort the crying babies, he feels a little awkward about picking them up. He's rather new at this. Alexander can't make himself heard over the wailing of the baby's tears. What a grip! The baby is not at all willing to let go of that milk bottle.
I have to do it again now because we can't hear the sound.
I don't know if there
Alexander
is
takes
sound
the
there, is there?
Yeah, there is. And in fact, it was going, but it got fucked up.
Apparently.
Does the crying, is it supposed to continue?
Oh, yeah. It goes the whole time. It was making this weird, like, staticky
It was
sound.
making the sucking noise.
Alexander gives... The
See?
other baby's tears seem to resent Alexander's gift for some reason.
Isn't this so much better?
I'm sorry, I used to do this all the time, so I just had to let it play. Oh, I should have given it to a different one, but that's okay.
I don't think you can give it to a different.
You can't now.
Yeah, you can. Well, okay, now I have to try, but
Alex...
I'm certain you can.
I think it treats all of them as one hotspot, but I could be mistaken.
Well, let's see. Yeah,
Alexander...
Wow.
The other
You
baby's
showed
tears...
me.
I wonder
I
how
learned
far you
something
can
new.
go.
How far can we push this?
No. I mean, like, can you go by the vines and shit? But let's see. Yeah, because I used to choose. I remember choosing which baby to give it to.
Which one is the most deserving?
Alexander...
Yeah.
Wow,
The
I
other
had no
baby's
idea.
tears seem to resent
Well, now I feel like a jerk.
It's okay. We will bless each baby one by one, then undo it.
Alexander gives...
There's a separate timeline for each.
The other baby's tears seem to resent Alexander's
Look
gift
at their
for
little
some reason.
faces. They're so cute. Like this one back here. Now, see, if I were there, I would gather up like 4 bottles in my arms and just give them each one and then leave. Just because it's the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yuck.
But Alexander's not that nice.
I guess it would be helpful for the people at home if I like reviewed what our ingredients are. Swamp ooze, Styx water, and a horse feather. We have the feather. Salt water not from the sea, which we got from the babies. Sacred water and falling water. A skull full of hot oak embers. So we certainly need a skull and sulfur. We've got the pure-hearted maiden's hair, so we must get swamp ooze.
What do you think you're doing?
You startled me. I was just getting some swamp ooze.
Well, you certainly won't get it there! That's not swamp ooze! That's swamp muck!
He's right, you know. But he could be a little nicer about telling you. He's not a very pleasant stick in the mud.
Nobody asked you! Be quiet!
Oh, the trials of being a mere bump on a log.
I love this. This is my favorite part in the game.
That's not swamp ooze! That's swamp sludge!
It's true. He's right. Extremely irritating, but right.
Shut up! Shut up! You worthless bump on a log!
Oh, the cross that I must bear. Would that I could but avenge this uncalled for abuse.
Stick in the Mud glares crankily at his brother Bump on a Log. Bump on a Log is glaring angrily at his brother Stick in the Mud.
Can you take more swamp
That
stuff?
part of the swamp.
That's not swamp!
Oh,
Okay, it's still just sludge.
You really won't make any
There are other
progress
ones.
that way. He'll hog that swamp ooze of his. You'll never see a bit of it, no.
I'll show you a bit of it! I'll knock your head off with it if you don't stop yapping!
You see how he is?
There's no reason. Alexander,
Oh, okay.
Alexander, that part of the, that part,
Oh, I thought there was. Did we do swamp
Alexander-
slime already?
what would a dog would?
No.
Where is it?
That
Weird. I'm certain I remember swamp slime.
Alexander,
Like I could hear him saying it in my head.
that part, that.
Is this part of the actual extended
no-
solution?
Oh my god! I actually forgot to. One sec. I forgot to look at these.
A cluster of cattails flourishes near the muck of the swamp. Alexander decides to pet the soft-looking cattails.
Very distressing.
That's awful.
I know.
Zounds, what a racket. So much for stirring up those cattails.
You'd think that they would like change the sound effect at all, but it's just.
The swamp
Good day, thou most feline of fronds.
What if you use the hand icon on the swamp slime?
Yuck.
You remember it too, right? Like,
I don't remember it now.
Alexander,
oh, maybe it's just me, but
what would that part? There's no reason. That part.
you know, maybe I'll watch it back and we
That
will have
part
done
of
it, and
that
I just not noticed. But it just doesn't
Alexander-
seem like there's anywhere
that part-
left.
That part. That.
Like, if I was watching and you were doing this, I would be going crazy. Like, what do you mean? Where's the swamp slime? Like, that was usually the first one that I would do.
The willowy.
So let me tell you, I did this part a lot.
That part of it.
I just,
Do you
whatever.
need to just like just talk to them as opposed to trying to take more?
Oh, maybe. Let's see if that will change anything.
Who are you?
I'm Bump on a Log, and that's my brother, Stick in the Mud. We've had this thing about each other ever since our childhood. Mom always liked me best.
She did not! That is absolutely not true!
He's a bit lazy, you see. He's got the only swamp ooze in the swamp right next to him. But do you think he'd move a finger to help you get some? Hardly. He'd try to brain you with it more than likely. His temper's about the only thing that ever gets a workout. And that on yours truly.
Oh, like you've moved at all in the last century! Like you're Mr. Physical Activity!
Just because I can't reach anything, he thinks he can throw gushy swamp matter at me and just say whatever he likes. If only I could turn the tables on that heckler, he might learn some respect. But as you can see, I'm a mere bump on a log and must be content with my lot.
Oh, shut up! You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn even if you had something to throw! Just shut up!
You see how he is?
Suha, I'm here to validate you.
Okay, thank you. Did I miss it somehow, or?
I pulled up the King's Quest VI transcript, and he can say swamp slime. I wonder if it might just be random, because he said sludge twice. But slime is definitely a line in there.
Okay, thank you. I feel better now.
These are the important things that we have to figure out on this show.
That's right.
You are brothers, after all.
He needs a good thrashing, I expect. However, since you cannot go into the swamp, nor can I fight back, he will simply have to be born. Such is the life of a bump on a log.
Perhaps you should save it here after all these conversations and then go back to your tomato save and try taking the stuff again to get the line.
Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, his eyes are closed, so.
What do you think?
You startled me.
Well, you certainly won't get it there!
There!
That's not swamp ooze! That's swamp sludge!
He's right, you know.
Nobody asked you! Be quiet!
I think you can try the same spot.
Okay.
That's not swamp...
Maybe it's because I started the same spot.
Alexander already knows.
Oops, did I restore the wrong one?
Yeah, wrong one. Tomato
yes,
is what you want.
God damn it.
The teacup. Alexander.
What do you think?
You startled me.
Well, that's not swamp ooze! That's swamp muck!
He's right, you know.
Nobody asked you!
It's so hard for me to skip over
That part of
stick in the
that
mud.
part, the willowy cat. That part.
That's not swamp...
Where is it, man? I swear, like...
Again, I think that it's just random.
But I feel like he's doing it in the same order.
That part. The teacup. That part. That part. That part.
What you... Well, that's not swamp ooze! That's swamp slime!
Thank you. Okay.
There you
He's
go.
right, you know.
Nobody asked you! Be quiet!
Okay.
Another major accomplishment for this channel.
Is there anything I can...
Oh, there's no changing my lot in life. A bump on a log is a defenseless creature, alas, and must put up with whatever cruelty fate dishes out.
Perhaps you could toss me some swamp ooze, since you seem to be able to recognize it. I can only reach this bit by the path.
Well, hoity-toity, look who's Mr. Wants so much! You think I got a job here passing around precious swamp matter? You should be so lucky!
He's an utter waste of oxygen. I'd save my breath if I were you.
The swamp
But really,
Never! I got your swamp ooze right next to me, and that's where it's gonna stay! This swamp ooze is mine! Period.
Rude.
Alexander isn't getting anywhere by talking to that cranky stick in the mud. The creature simply refuses to toss Alexander any swamp ooze.
If this is going to be a permanent record of Suha's playthrough and our playthrough of King's Quest VI, then we have to make sure we hit all of the relevant dialogue lines.
See, it's not just screens. I think it is time. Because I've just been here. Like, I grabbed it and
That's
I came
true.
back.
all that remains of the iceberg lettuce is a rapidly evaporating puddle of green water.
I do want to take some to the pawn shop a little later, but anyway, I think that's about everything. But I'm just going to see if I can offer.
Would you have any interest in this stick in the mud?
Get out of here! What makes you think I'd want anything of yours?
There's no reason.
Would you be interested in this? Bump on a log?
No, thank you. I have need for little. Unless it would be something to throw at my brother to teach him a lesson. Oh, but I don't think that would be quite appropriate.
It seems like in this one, instead of letting you do things incorrectly, they just they seem a little more clear on their directions about what you should do. So like you can't do like the golden heart or the eating the custard pie and that kind of eating the custard pie in the mountain, like that kind of stuff. Like it feels like there's less solutions with the wrong items, but they kept the dead
You say
ends.
that, but you can try throwing rotten tomato yourself and getting yourself stuck.
Yeah, but that's not the wrong item. Like it would be like if maybe I could throw the brick. Let's see. maybe I stand corrected.
Would you be interested in this?
No, thank.
Oh, come on, throw the brick. Fine, that's
Just
fine.
absolutely kill him.
Let me see if he'll take the iceberg lettuce either.
Alexander replaces his watery lettuce with a freshly picked specimen.
Ye gads! Is that cold?
I love that read so much. His voice cracks. Ye gads! Okay. I feel like we've done about everything. Oops. No! God, thank you. Okay.
There's no reason.
Would you be...
No.
Would you...
Get out of here!
Would you care for a fine jaunty tune?
Alexander.
Would you have...
There's no.
Would you...
No.
All right. Well, I think I should handle this matter myself. Being
Yes.
a prince.
Perhaps I can help you out by throwing a rotten tomato at stick in the mud for you.
Really? I appreciate the gesture, but the swamp is broader than it looks. Only a native like myself would be able to hit him from here.
No,
Do it
no,
anyway.
I think I should do it.
decides to throw rotten tomato at stick in the mud himself.
Help! Help! I'm melting!
Uh-oh.
Gee! Great arm you got there!
Yeah, great arm. You said it, Stick.
Gee, Bump! Did we just agree on something?
Why, you're right, Stick. We did.
Gee! You know, he's even more worthless than you are, Bump! I'm sorry I'm so mean to you sometimes.
You mean it, brother?
Brother.
Stick in the mud and Bump on a log, having reconciled at Alexander's expense, fall into a lazy sleep. Unfortunately, Alexander never did get his ooze.
Well, all's well that ends well. Another family
Your bumbling
reunited.
incompetence brought brothers together.
If I can throw
Why
him
would
into the swamp.
Alexander want to just throw rotten tomato into the swamp?
Okay, I guess you can't. Sorry, I looked down for a second. I just want to
Perhaps
see him fall in. Go
Alexander.
on.
Help! Help!
All right. It's that sad little arc through the air.
I thought this might come in handy the next time your brother starts picking on you.
Aha! Finally, old Bump on the log's not so defenseless, is he?
Hey! Hey! What you doing there? Watch the pulp, would you?
Oh, his mouth opens
Now,
so far.
Bumpy! Remember all I've given you!
The only thing you've ever given me is mud. Take this.
No! Not into the swamp!
Okay, I give up. Jeez, sorry.
sorry.
Well, I guess it's not very pleasant having things thrown at you. I'm sorry.
You mean it? Really? Brother.
Brother!
Stick in the mud and Bump on a Log, exhausted from the battle, immediately doze off into naps. Rotten Tomato, being equally lazy, decides to join them.
So when I would do this, like back in the day, the fucking missile noises would be like pew pew pew, and it would be like a harmonizing. It would go on forever. Like I've never heard it just go pew 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 and then end. And I'm not sure if that's how it's always supposed to sound or not.
Alexander fills the teacup with the swamp ooze.
It could have been a timing issue because a lot of times these games, their things were tied to cycles on the CPU. So faster CPUs would cause a lot of glitches, and that would sometimes be the case that things would just repeat often.
The little china teacup. The teacup contains swamp ooze.
Delicious.
The teacup feels.
Oh, I thought I'd get to feel it. Probably makes no difference, but I just want to see what happens if I... Oh wait, let me grab really quick. If I try to throw it myself, and then he says, no.
Why would Alex...
Perhaps... Real? I thought this...
Okay, no. Okay, yeah.
Alexander...
Alright, so... Oh, why don't I could take this back?
You're wanting to take the iceberg lettuce back to the shop to see if you can trade it?
It probably won't do anything, but I just want to see. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I'm about ready to do the part that scares me.
Alexander...
I thought it was going to take a little longer than that.
You have mostly depleted these islands, so...
Yeah. Would you like some swamp ooze, little nightingale?
There's no reason... Alexander... There's no... The little bird couldn't do anything with something of that shape.
Oh, that's funny. I've never heard him say that before. Would you like some ice?
Alex, the little bird...
Good day.
Oops.
Would you be interested in making a trade for this, merchant?
I do not have any way to store and keep ice, Prince Alex.
If Alexander...
Oh, damn it.
Would you be interested in making a trade for this, merchant?
I think not.
Okay, good. He wouldn't have probably said anything anyway. Right?
I presume so.
Would you be interested in trading for this book?
I am afraid not.
One more for the road.
If Alexander... Alexander...
Would you mind...
Of course, Prince Alex.
Alexander...
I believe I'll take the tinderbox.
Very good, Prince Alex. Enjoy your tinderbox and bring it back anytime.
Thank you.
The pawn shop's tinderbox is slightly battered, but in reasonably good shape. The tinderbox contains a candle, as well as some flint and tinder.
And now, just for fun, I will do what I was telling Rick you could do, but just empty my...
What's that?
I'm going to throw that half-melted iceberg lettuce into the boiling pond, because I always used to do that when I was a kid. I was always like, oh, I'll just cool it down a little bit more. And then I think it's fucking time to scale a mountain.
Alexander tosses another head of iceberg lettuce into the cooling pond. It doesn't seem to make much of a difference.
Oh, I don't remember that narration at all.
Alexander would look pretty silly diving for that rabbit. There's no way he could catch it with his hands.
Alexander is much too clumsy.
Assuming the map doesn't count here.
Alexander remembers what...
Oh, you know what? I've never wandered into the sea here before.
The ocean is not as... The underwater before
Oh, it's exactly the same. Okay.
The current... As
Oh, I've never just listened to the music.
Alex?
No smug puns here.
No time for that.
Alexander feels a strain.
Okay, it's time for business.
Oh boy, okay.
I have my manual ready.
I'm sorry, I couldn't think of a better name.
There appears to be some...
Ignorance kills.
Huge blocks of stone erupt from the granite cliffs.
Ignorance kills. Wisdom elevates.
That's such a... It's like the winged ones live, laugh, love type.
Yeah, that does have that energy.
Stares with wonder. That's quite a way to welcome a guest, if indeed it is a welcome.
So, the answer to that is derived from this passage in the manual. The following translations from the Cliffs of Logic scroll may help the reader understand the mystique that surrounds this artifact. The first challenge: only those pure of heart will be able to rise the Cliffs of Logic. The third challenge: the stones of stealth are associated with this riddle. 4 men standing in a row, third from the left and down you go. The rest in order move you on, the youngest, the oldest, and the second son.
I always remember third from the left and down you go. Read it to us when we get up there, just so we can have it fresh, if you don't mind.
The steps cannot be...
The fifth challenge: only those of the highest order may ascend the Cliffs of Logic.
Oh no, Alexander loses his balance.
Whoa! 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 Ow! Hey!
You have to do it multiple times.
Oh yeah. I think this is the safe limit here.
Yes.
Come on.
Just click anywhere else.
Oh no.
And he'll fall.
Whoa! 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 Ow! Hey!
Maybe he doesn't do that. A little bit higher.
Oh no.
Whoa! 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 Hey! Quit making me fall.
I did not remember that. Okay, so I guess it's safe here, but how high up do we have to go before we die? Maybe like here?
Probably...
Oh no.
Whoa! 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 Ow! Hey!
Maybe
It's
it must
probably
be
the
just
next
full
screen.
Okay.
But, you know, honestly, that's a much greater height than, you know, Graham could survive, so...
Well,
Yeah.
and Rosella.
Tickets only. Next.
That wasn't a very logical step.
It's still tripping me up that it's not tickets. Oh. I've gotten so used
I know.
to it.
Even when we played through it together over Discord a couple years ago now, I remember it doing the same thing, because I remember showing everybody that if you move the mouse cursor up to the status bar and like stopped it from advancing the animation, that it would play out the whole line.
Yeah, I remember that as well. So it's just
Scum DM
really...
if we played it in Scum, they might have updated it to address that particular issue.
It might have just been Steam, honestly. But I don't remember. We'll have to ask Wilco.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
A master of languages will blank.
I'm certain it was Soar, but I don't have the, the what do you call the thing where it tells you what each thing means?
I am reading the guidebook to the land of the Green Isles.
Can you tell me what these would be? Actually, well, first... Oh, I guess I can't fuck it up.
So the book says, the ancient ones were believers in the power of language. They were fond of saying, a master of languages will soar. So, if we look at the alphabet, I'm going to guide you through this by explaining what the symbols look like.
Okay.
So the first one is man laying down.
I mean, I would have described it as a barking like a dog, but you do you.
What? This?
A dog barking.
Just like a dog's head. It's like when I see it, like a dog in profile.
You're crazy. O is face with a Fu Manchu.
It's a very sad face.
What's that one, David? A giraffe?
I think yours is fair. It's like the wimpy mustache is all. It's fine.
Mine is 2 concentric squares with a line through the middle. A is, I mean.
Concentric squares, a line in the middle?
No.
I would describe it, like I was going to say it's like a little cupboard.
Oh, this or no?
Yeah.
That's it, yes.
Oh, okay.
And R I would describe as a verb.
The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
Although I did remember the first 2 being, I think anyway, being used.
I'm using the original guidebook, and man, these pages are really thick and high quality.
Another testament to the quality of Sierra products. I think this whole, the Cliffs of Logic is kind of funny just in terms of, this is what, the winged people thought would be, accommodating for anybody who doesn't have wings.
No, they specifically did not want this to be accommodating.
Yeah. I actually wonder how wide these stones are.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
Because he's not holding onto the rock face like I would be. Okay, 3rd from the left and down you go.
Alexander gets the feeling that was the wrong button.
Oops.
I'm sorry. It's okay, we'll spare
him. The book specifically says, whatever the cliff's purpose was, it was obviously built to admit only those indoctrinated into the secrets of the Ancient One's culture, and for that reason is, alas, as yet unsolved by those who live today.
Okay.
Alexander...
All right, so
do you need me to read the passage again?
Yes, please.
4 men standing in a row. 3rd from the left, and down you go. The rest in order move you on, the youngest, the oldest, and the second son.
The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
I feel like there was one that was much more difficult coming up, unless I'm thinking of this, but I
think it's the 4th one.
The steps can...
I don't know why I keep thinking I have to use the hand to do it. Also, how come he hasn't wobbled yet? Do I have to wait? I remember it being constant. Randomly. There we go.
Well, yes. When you have the higher CPU cycles, then he'll be doing it constantly.
Yeah, which is how it used to be, for sure.
Yeah, so that explains it.
Yeah. But why is he not Oh, is he holding onto the wall?
A little bit.
Okay, you know what? I missed that this whole time. I don't think I realized, but that makes me feel more like, yeah, that's what I would be doing. I'd like to use both hands.
I would be terrified in this situation.
I would not have gotten up past the first 5. Like my knees just knock together even thinking about it. I'm very scared of heights. Just thinking about touching the stone and that kind of dusty feel, like, oh, it just makes my skin crawl.
Examines the strange etchings in the...
Okay, Sacred 4.
Sacred 4. So what does the guidebook have to say about the Sacred 4? At the top of this scale were the Sacred 4, the emotion Tranquility, the color Azure, the creature Caterpillar, and the element Air. So each one of these letters shows you in the guidebook what the symbol represents. And the symbol that represents Tranquility is a crown.
I would call it a rook.
Yeah, well, I was going to say rook, but I felt crown was more appropriate.
Well, you're talking to me, so a crown would have probably been your best bet.
The color Azure
I like that you're doing it for yourself.
Color Azure isn't here. What the hell?
I think it is the Fu Manchu.
Stop it.
What? Okay.
That's the Fu Manchu man, you're right. Wanted to find it for myself.
You guys, I must insist, he's not the Fu Manchu man. He is the very kind of sad, like, kind of expression.
No, it's a Fu Manchu man. You'll never convince me otherwise. The Caterpillar.
This?
You want to... I do believe that is correct.
Which one do you think is correct?
The stairs. The little stairs with the dots.
Okay. It's the only one that seems like it could be a caterpillar to me. Except for... Oh, no, that wouldn't work. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
And finally, the element Air.
The element Air.
All right, Hotshot, which one is Air?
Like the snake with the ball?
Ugh. Yeah, you're right.
The snake with the ball. Don't tell me. Let me see. Snake with the ball. Not this, is it?
That's not a ball.
Oh, this?
The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
I don't know how you remember those, David.
I'm also looking at the, like...
Oh.
I've got a lot of adventure game brain rot, but I'm not that good.
I love that the manual describes this as being as yet unsolved by those who live today, and yet the very book that says this has all the solutions for the puzzles. Like, it's not hard.
It's because everybody's like scared of heights. It's not having the answers. It's that.
I see.
This is very daunting to actually physically do.
One more time.
Let's continue our ascent.
Yeah. It's just so funny to be playing this and not having him constantly on the verge of falling, because we would always hear, "Whoa, wait a minute."
Mm-hmm.
Go on, Alexander. One more.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Like, it's so much easier to do like this.
Mm-hmm.
I also remember it being really difficult to, or I don't know, I seem to remember it being hard to click on these stones without falling, and just, am I just an adult now? Like, is that...
Only those of the highest order may ascend the cliffs of logic.
Uh-oh.
Nothing.
Oops.
Alexander. The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge.
You know, they do everything so well in this game, but this camera shake is just not convincing to me. Like, it just looks like a glitch instead of what they'd intended. Which is, it feels weird for me to say because I feel like generally they're so good at conveying everything else. But maybe it looked better back in the day, I don't know. Holy shit, here we are!
Alexander finds himself, finally, at the top of the cliffs. Exhausted, he steps over the lip of the plateau and stands.
Why do you make such an effort to climb the cliffs, young man? The winged ones who live on this island have the power of flight. You could have it too, if you'd only eat a berry from this magical flying nightshade bush. See? The sweet berries will make you float like a petal on the wind. Try some.
Nightshade should be your first red flag.
Grabbing at the old lady
Whoops.
wouldn't solve anything.
Was not trying to do that, but that's fine.
The old woman has a pleasant, grandmotherly face, but something about her makes Alexander uneasy. Black berries grow only at the top of the bush, as though straining towards the sun.
Would you be interested in this?
Oh, you don't need to offer me anything, you sweet, sweet boy. My only interest is in seeing that you get what you deserve.
You don't suppose if I had done the Isle of Wonder, could I then go back and get a mentor, or are they already out at that point? Like, she'd probably say no matter what, like he did before when he was in the shop, but I was just wondering, like, is there any scenario where you can get here and you can offer the genie a mint?
My thought is that that he only really accepts the mints when he's in the old man form. They didn't bother like making the animation for any of the other disguises.
Okay.
Come, stranger, trust me. Think of what I'm offering you.
But who are you, matron?
Who cares? I mean, I am only a poor old woman who wishes you well, handsome stranger. Think of me as your grandmama, if you like.
Alexander has no concept of a grandmother.
Give the power of
Oh God, you're right.
Listen, son, I'll be happy to answer any questions you like, but only if you at least taste these delicious berries.
How can this plant...
Listen, young man, you offend me. I try to help you and you insist on being rude. All right then, stay tied to the ground like a load of lead. See if I care. You human.
Iceberg!
The old woman just disappeared in a cloud of smoke. Perhaps those berries are even more powerful than she led Alexander to believe.
I'm not sure if I love or hate, perhaps both, the fact that Alexander has now seen God knows how many people with sparkling gold eyes who are very rude and seem to be trying to get him to die.
And then disappear.
In a cloud of smoke. And he also goes, huh, that's weird. Oh well, probably not at all related.
I mean, in his defense, this is not the strangest thing he's seen at the Green Isles.
It's very much the meme of Garfield looking at a picture of Garfield with a no sign through him and saying, "Huh, I wonder who this is for."
All right, I'll try some of your berries.
Oh, goody. Eat quickly, dear boy, and I'll show you the way to the Lord and Lady of this isle.
What?
Slightly bitter, pretty one.
I almost feel sad.
That wasn't very wise.
Oh, yeah.
Next.
And then there's some land I have for sale in the death bogs of Tamir.
Wow. I don't remember that at all.
I love that, like we just said, like the game talks to you as if, wow, this is so weird and not at all like strange, and you're not gonna die or anything. It's just strange that this person disappeared. And then you eat the berries, and the death message is like, ha, you boob, you idiot.
You insist.
Huge doors are set into the solid rock of the mountain.
All right then, stay tied to the ground like a load of lead. See if I care. You human.
Alexander crawls through the small opening in the rock.
He's never going to see this, or maybe he'll see this a year from now.
Alexander finds himself in a dark cave.
But this was for you, Wilco. And by for you, I mean for me.
Alexander takes the candle from his tinderbox and uses the flint in the box to light it. Alexander is standing in a rocky cave. The dim light of the tinderbox candle reveals a dank, musty place. But then Alexander's nose told him that much without the light.
So it's obvious to everybody watching this at this point. But Suha is incredibly thorough and likes to see everything in the game. And when our friend Wilco was playing through the game for us in our private Discord channel, she really wanted him to grab this item because it's part of the game. You have to see every item, you have to get every point, and she was so adamant about him getting it that he decided to specifically not get it, to spite her, and that has been a running gag ever since. So this is retribution, this is validation, this is Suha finally achieving what she has waited for years to achieve.
Yes.
Alexander... The lighting in this part
Could I
of
have
the
done
cave
this
is
in
better.
dark?
Alexander
No.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. What would it say?
I just think that the hotspot wouldn't have like revealed itself to you.
Let me just see.
I'm
surprised it let me walk. I thought it was going to be like, you can't go here, but...
I thought you were like checking to see if like
dark.
Alexander would trip and die on a rock.
I mean, I had hoped, but you know.
Alexander...
We should be so lucky that Alexander cracks his head on a stalactite.
Oh, he put it out anyway.
The lighting in this
He just
part
needed
of
to see the hole.
better. Alexander is standing in a second room of the cave. A natural window to the outside world provides a little more light here, and even helps clear the musty smell. A plant grows on the grassy ledge. Smells like peppermint. A natural window-like opening in the rock provides a view to the outside world. A peppermint plant grows on the window's ledge. Alexander takes a few leaves from the plant. As he does so, a strong smell of peppermint is released. Ah!
I wasn't sure if that was going to be an it is peppermint.
Finally, you have the mint leaves. Now all that's left to do is for me to contact Wilco and see what the price is for me to edit it out of the video as if it never happened.
Too dark. Alexander should wait.
That would be the most evil thing you could do.
Alexander can't see a thing.
How much would it cost for Rick to want to end the video with the less than the optimal number of points?
Alexander fingers a handful of peppermint leaves, releasing a strong smell of mint.
Can I eat it?
Alexander eats the peppermint. Yum.
Yum.
Time to go get more peppermint.
Alexander.
Once for me, once for last year. It's me goading you into editing it out now.
Alexander. The lighting it.
Give me more.
Alexander takes a.
I had really hoped I could just eat
After
it
all,
here in
why
the cave.
not? Why shouldn't I keep it?
Alexander.
All right, Alexander, I'll give you some light this time. Even though if this were any other game, I feel like we'd get in trouble for turning it on again. Like it'd be like, oh,
limited
you used
number
it.
of lights.
The battery's depleted.
Look, an intruder!
Kill him!
Hold! How did you get up here, human?
I
feel like that guy does a lot of work in this game.
That is not possible. No one has solved the cliffs of logic in several centuries. And if the cliffs were to be solved, it would certainly not be by a human.
I didn't mean to trespass. I only wanted to visit this beautiful island.
No visitors have been welcome on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain in years. Not since the Red and White Queens had spies in the guise of friendly visitors steal our island's sacred golden fleece. But we will not display such foolish trust again. You will have to answer to Lord Azure and Lady Ariel. They will determine what will be done with you. I can assure you, it will not be pleasant.
Are they the same face?
Mm-hmm.
Are they twins? Because, I'm sure.
With what
Oh God,
trickery
even
did
he
you
has the same
master the
face.
cliffs of logic and reach the city of the winged ones?
Only the magic of clear thought, my lord. I meant no harm.
Boom.
The cliffs of logic. It is the sacred oracle's prophecy, Azure.
Yes, Ariel. It is lucky for you, human, that climbing the cliffs of logic is part of a prophecy that I cannot ignore. We have just been ordered by Wazir Al-Hazred himself to dispose of any strangers that might land on our
Oh, that's
fair isle.
Al-Hazred.
But the prophecy would have a different fate befall you.
It is,
The
right?
prophecy predicts that whosoever climbs the cliffs of logic will defeat the Minotaur.
It's his voice,
Minotaur
yeah, I
has
think so.
violated our sacred catacombs and eats our young in sacrifice. Our own daughter, Lady Celeste, was taken there only this morning as his most recently demanded offering.
Is that
A
Valenice?
dilemma, then. Who shall I obey in regards to your fate? The oracle or the crown? But since Al-Hazred did not dictate how I was to dispose of intruders, and since you cannot possibly survive the catacombs, your imprisonment there should serve both purposes quite admirably.
I will not resist you in this, my lord. I shall do my best to save your daughter.
First, I must tell you that the catacombs are a labyrinth of rooms, a place of exceeding danger. You will need many tools and clear wits to survive it.
I am ready.
Very well. My guards will take you there now. You seem courageous enough, but the catacombs will determine how brave you really are.
His chest looks so good, and then his legs are like so skinny. I was just
If you
observing.
fly everywhere.
Wow. I guess your legs wouldn't be very powerful, would they?
That is the same voice actress as Valenice.
Nice.
Why did you tell Lord Azure you were ready and willing to face the catacombs? No one is ever ready, and only a fool could be willing.
And you are far wiser, I suppose, to leave a maiden to die? To not fight this plague on your own people?
Bravery and suicide are two different things, human. You will have a chance to renounce your choice soon enough, when you lay trembling under the Minotaur's hooves.
We shall see. Thanks for the escort.
We only escort you to your death. May the fates make it quick so that you do not have to scream long.
I love Spicy Alexander. He's totally in the right. Oh my fucking god. Oh my
The catacomb's
god.
entrance door is locked from the outside by the Winged One's guards. It seems that leaving the catacombs by that door is not an option.
So I remember if you, I guess it must be if you come without, like maybe the tinderbox or something. They give you the chance to be like, I'm sorry, I'm not ready yet, and then you can get ready. But I did not realize it was an automatic thing. Like I thought I'd get to be like, hold on, sorry, I'm not ready. So it's fine, but I'm just surprised, you know.
I was thinking the same thing because I remember them giving you another chance. But I guess if you have every inventory item, it just automatically puts you in there.
Do you guys want to see it?
No.
I'm not that concerned about that line of dialogue. I'm just, happy that we have what we need to prevail. This whole scenario has big Ultima Underworld energy for me. Just being locked inside of a catacomb and being expected to bring back a princess.
I actually go ahead.
When I was a kid, my uncle owned a screen printing business, and he made T-shirts. And one year for my birthday, my dad had him make a T-shirt for me with Lord Azure on it.
Aww.
I wish I could find that T-shirt somewhere. I mean, I was 6 or 7 or whatever, so it's not like it would fit me anymore, but I wish I had it.
Were you just a big fan of Lord Azure, or was
No.
it just a random thing?
It was just a King's Quest thing.
That's fair.
I was just going to ask, why Lord Azure specifically, but I love that.
Niches in the wall form stone burial beds. Ancient bones lie crumbling on the unyielding rock.
Surprised you guys don't want to see the extra dialogue. I feel like you guys are a little less patient for 6.
Stones of the catacombs. The torch is too high to reach. Besides, carrying around the heavy blazing torch would only slow Alexander down.
It's just that I'm not sure what you'd have to do. I guess you just have to go back to the pawn shop and trade it in, then come back. But we'd have to climb the cliffs again. And
it's okay, I can do it by myself. But what I would probably do is just reload one of these mountain ones, because I had saved it after I finished, just go back down. But I can do it later.
You really want to do it, don't you, Suha?
I mean,
You really want to do it, don't you, Suha?
Look, we have a certain standard that we set, and I don't want you guys to feel impatient, but I'm just, it's extra dialogue.
We've got to save in the catacombs now. Let's just go back, and we can descend the cliffs, and we can trade. We can trade in the lamp.
Trade in the tinderbox. Okay.
Thank you.
And we can reascend the cliffs. Oops. And we can watch the cutscene again, and Alexander can die.
That is not what I was trying to do. I don't know why he wouldn't go down here.
Well, for thoroughness' sake, we have it on footage anyway.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm sorry. You guys, like I said, this is the phone screen thing. You've created a monster. My sister and I went through all kinds of insane shit to see all the Monkey Island dialogue.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
I get it.
Oh! Hey!
Alexander.
In fact, I feel like this is usually what... I don't remember being automatically escorted in most of the time. And then I can just reload.
I don't think that I had, explored enough to know that it does do that, offer that, or at least I've forgotten. Because I feel like the game would... King's Quest games are usually nasty enough just to throw you into an unwinnable state like that.
Yeah. I have to imagine that maybe I just never had the tinderbox whenever I would go in there, because I'm usually pretty thorough.
Good.
Okay.
When our friend Wilco played through... Wilco was surprisingly thorough also, and did not put himself into very many unwinnable states.
Alex?
Yeah.
I'll take...
Yeah, except for never looking at the magic book in the bookshop.
Oh, did he not?
No, that was a big bone of contention. We left off one night because he couldn't figure out what to do, and when we started up the next week, David was edging on his seat because he just was desperate for Wilco to find the book.
It's not a very obvious hotspot.
Oops. Sorry. Alexander's courage deserting him for a minute. So imagine how triggering this must be for Alexander to have this royal family basically telling him that there is a beast that's taking, maidens, and now their daughter is there,
Alexander.
and nobody's trying to fix it. They're all just like, okay, loser, enjoy.
Like, once again, Alexander finds himself having to do the job of a king.
Yeah. And that guard is daring to make fun of him for it. So, like, this is probably the only time I've ever seen one of them get spicy, and I feel like, no, you're totally right, and that guy is a dick. Like,
Alexander.
Like, his position is indefensible, in my opinion.
Right.
How did you get up here, human?
No.
You'd think they would have changed their faces a little bit, but even Lord Azure looks just like them. Like, maybe that's just how they are up here.
I mean, the intention might be that they're just all perfect, so there's no deviation from perfection, but I would hardly consider them
did you master the cliffs
ideal.
The cliffs of...
Yes, Ari. We have just
the minute...
a dilemma, then.
I will not resist you in this, my lord.
Azure, he must be allowed time to prepare for the task, if only in the slight chance that he could actually save our Celeste.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
very
validities.
well. Intruder, my guards will take you to the beach. Prophesied hero or spy, any soldier must be granted time to prepare for battle. Be warned, if you have the courage to actually return to the Isle of the Sacred Mountain and face your destiny, my guards will have orders to take you to the catacombs on sight.
I understand, Lord Azure.
If by some miracle you succeed, human, the prophecy grants you a visit with the sacred. Many of our own citizens would be willing to risk certain death in the catacombs for a chance at a meeting with the Oracle.
Then why don't
May
they?
that thought give you the courage to return.
That's an excellent question.
Oh, I will return, Lady Ariel. You have my word.
That's nice that they're just carrying you right back down to the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely what I remember.
Yeah. Oh, damn, I thought they'd, talk to me.
So, you have chosen to come back and face the catacombs when you could have escaped. I admit I am surprised. You are either a complete idiot or vain enough to think yourself invincible.
Oh, vain enough to think yourself invincible.
And you are far wiser, I suppose, to leave a maiden to die? To not fight this plague on your own people?
Bravery and suicide are two different things, human. You will have a chance to renounce your choice soon enough, when you lay trembling under the Minotaur's hooves.
We shall see. Thanks for the escort.
We only escort you to your death. May the fates make it
No, you're not a
quick so
king.
that you do not have to scream long.
You don't deserve that. Okay, I guess there's no getting around it now. Oh boy.